What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm bringing you guys more Players Cup 4 prep. Today we're using a super cool team that actually highlights Xerneas. It's been a while since I've seen anyone use Xerneas. It seems like everyone's using Zacian, Shadow Rider, Ice Rider, Kyogre, Groudon, and it seems like people have actually forgotten and started to sleep on the best restrictive mon to ever exist, and that is our boy Xerneas. I think this team's actually a lot of fun. It uses a really bulky Xerneas spread. It uses Screens, Grimmsnarl, and it even has like a little bit of like a Rain Core with Dreadnought, G-Max Dreadnought, because you guys voted it the most underrated G-Max mon you wanted to see in that previous King War video, as well as Pelipper. I think Pelipper, where's our boy Pelipper? You know I'm a King War stan, not King War, I'm a Torkoal stan, but Pelipper, man, Pelipper was the OG original best weather setter. So other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy these games. These are a lot of fun. I feel definitely people sleep on Xerneas, people sleep on Pelipper and Dreadnought as well, and hopefully you guys like me featuring these Pokemon that aren't really seen as much. So if that's what you guys like, think about letting me know in the comments below, and while you guys are down there, think about letting me know if you guys are interested in playing in Players Cup 4. I'm curious as to how many people that watch my videos are actually grinding for super competitive play in this tournament that's happening this week. So let me know if you're going to be playing in the Players Cup 4. Other than that, sit back, max, relax, act all cool, and let's get right on into the video. Here we go. Shadow Rider Whimsicott. Really cool to see Shadow Rider without like Indeedee. It's Lele. So that's giving me very scarfed Lele vibes. If I'm being honest, like I almost want to say this is probably like, I'm actually getting like Sash Shadow Rider vibes too. And I kind of think this might be like a trick eject button Whims with like Ice Shard Lapras. Like that's how I would personally be playing this. So let's see. We can't really Rage Powder away. I actually think we want to still go Grim because I just think you set Screens and then you just pop off with Xerneas. And if they do lead with something weird like a weird eject button Whims, we can fake out that. I think fake out is still really good on Grimmsnarl. Let's think about what we actually need to be bringing in the back to deal with this. I think that like Thundy could be good, but we're probably gonna be maxing our Xern. Like I think Thundy could be good if we ever get that +1 speed boost. So maybe we do bring the Thundy, and then it's gonna be really hard to use Amoonguss for Psy Spam. I guess we'll bring Dreadnought. Maybe they'll end up setting the rain for us with Dreadnought. So with the Lapras with like a Max Geyser. I wish that my Thundurus right now had Brick Break. I really wish that the Thundurus I was using had Brick Break instead of Superpower. Maybe I go back and change that. I think it's actually pretty important. Every team should have a way to like Brick Break or Psychic Fangs. If you guys want to be like the best that you can be at Pokemon, you kind of have to do that right now because like Screens are just so big. Like I'm using Screens Grim, my opponent's using Lapras. Screens are a really big part of the game at like a really higher level. You need to be using Screens, have answers for Screens. Your answer can't be to like wait out like a Light Clay boosted screen set. It doesn't really work that way. So we're gonna see Lele Whim. What's really good about this for me is like they just set the terrain to stop it, so like I don't have to worry about Encore from Whimsicott. I don't have to worry about Taunt. I don't have to worry about Switcheroo. Like he can attack my Xerneas, but like I said, I'm setting this screen, so like light screens are going all the way up right now. We're popping it off with Geomancy, and I think we're gonna be okay. Helping Hand, I mean, go for it. I'm still setting my screen. Psyshock might be able to get me, but remember, this Xerneas spread that we're using is like super bulky. And if I don't die, I'm probably going to be fine. So Psyshock's the right play. I'm not going to lie, Psyshock is 1000% the right play, but like, we dummy thick. We dummy thick. Now I'm actually thinking about this. Do I max my Grim here? Let me think about that. Power Herb's up, Geo's up. So Geo, absolutely busted. Let's see. Wish it gave me a defense boost. I wish Reflect could make it so you took less damage from Psyshock. That would be nice. Do I even need a Reflect this game? Like, Urshifu crits through it. They have the Thundy in the back. Let me actually look at this. I kind of want to just protect my Xern for like one turn and max my Grim. I kind of want to. I think you just max the, yeah, I think you just go for like a Foul Play into the Lele, and I think you do max here. I mean, Draining Kiss would be really nice, but I don't know if they actually get the KO on us. I'm going to protect for one turn, I think. I think that's probably the right play. Because like if they hit the Grim, this gives me a free switch too. So like I'd like to break this. This Lele might be some sort of choice. It didn't show Life Orb, and I'm thinking it could still be Sash. I don't care about this Tailwind. It really doesn't matter that much. Psyshock blocked. We take those. Gotta play a little bit more patiently. So that definitely breaks what the Lele was working with here. It's definitely going to soften it up a lot. So that puts it within range for Grim to actually take out. If I wanted to. I think we're going to switch the Grim out for... I think I'm going to switch the Thundy in here. And I think we're going to max and just go for a Starfall into the Lele slot in case they want to max that as well. Yeah, we'll see. We still have the light screen up too. We're still in a pretty decent spot. Let's see what Thundy can get done. Thundy's not that great since we're maxing our Xern. But you never know. You actually never know. We might be able to get something done here. That Psyshock did a lot, but it's not going to be doing as much. I really wish I had like a Comfey to pair with the Xerneas, because I could just go for like 4 healings and just never die. But we'll see what we get here. I definitely went out of my way to respect like Sash Lele. I wouldn't be surprised to see like there's the D-Gleam here. It's boosted by Fairy Roar. It's going to do a decent chunk to our Thundy. It's going to Psyshock me unless he crits. We're fine. We're fine. So Lele's down right now. Like what's he going to really send out? Like Xerneas is actually super thick. Thundy ain't no slouch either in case they wanted to do something that like drops stats. I think we're low-key alright. And we're almost done with our Psychic Terrain. Like, if you want to bring out your Shadow Rider, or not, yeah, Shadow Rider won't do anything here. Like, we're good against Shadow Rider, I think. Even if you max it in Helping Hand, I still think Xerneas eats it because there's a light screen and my +2 on my bulky Xern from a Geo. Like, I think we're good. And we just took away the train. So yeah, Grim's going to be able to come in and fake out soon, which is really good. So let's see it. What do you got? Shadow Rider? Show me that Shadow Rider, Chief. Lapras. Yo, I know you want it. You know I got this Thundy right here, though. Crocodile Thundy. If you want to max that, you might lose it. Let's see what we're working with here. You're going to Helping Hand Whims. Helping Hand Whims onto the Resonance into my Thundy? That would hurt. It means the last one has to be Shadow Rider. They're just trying to wait up my Xern. We'll see. They should be outspeeding my Thundurus with this Lapras right now because they are in a Tailwind. So, like, we already know that that's how that's going to be working out. But I want to see how much damage we can get with Xerneas before we actually have to deal with that. So we might also just, like, save the Whimsicott to be able to, like, what is that move? We have Draining Kiss in the Xerneas. We might be able to Draining Kiss that Whimsicott for, like, so much. Just for another D-Gleam. Not going to be doing a ton. Starfall's up. If you're not hitting my Xern, I don't think you KO. That's so much damage. That's a lot of damage. Who are you hitting? Are you hitting my Xern? Alright, hitting the correct target, and they got their screens up. Now remember, we outspeed them. I actually think the right play might be to just bring in our Grim here. Because if you bring in the Grim, you can just fake out the Whims to break Sash. And, like I said, I want them to set the rain for me so I can use my Dreadnought. Maybe they'll go for like a Max Geyser or something. So we'll be able to hit the Whims here. And I think you just get the Lapras off the board. I think you actually still get Lapras off the board with this Starfall. Yeah, it's this, the right power Starfall. I think it does it. You can Max Guard me. I don't really get you anything. We've seen Dazzling Gleam and Helping Hand, so they might still go for the Helping Hand knowing that I'm fake outing their Whims. That'd be an actually pretty ballsy play. I wouldn't be surprised to see a D-Gleam here. Or even a Protect. They should just be protecting, in my personal opinion. Because right now, it's obvious that I waited for the Psychic Terrain Beyond to be able to come in and use my Grim, so they probably think I have, like... Would they think I have an eject button? Because they haven't actually hit my Grim yet. So it's possible that they're Dazzling Gleam with the Whim to break my eject button, which means, cool, I will totally break their Sash. He's withdrawing the Whims. Awesome. Is that going to be Shadow Rider coming in here? Shadow Rider, maybe? Definitely, maybe? Awesome. So Shadow Rider's going to be hitting the board. That's great. I don't really care about that Pokemon. I can foul play that into Oblivion. And Fake Out's going to get blocked. Wise play from them. Great stuff. Hopefully we kill this Lapras here. Starfall's going up. Oh my gosh, man. Xerneas is so good. Xerneas is so good. Now let's see. They have a Resonance up. Their Tailwind's down. They're probably going to re-Tailwind right here. Just so they know they outspeed my Xern. But, like, I still think we're fine. I actually still think that we're going to be fine. Xerneas is losing a lot of its energy here. Do we just protect Xern in foul play? Because I don't think that KOs the I don't think it does. But I also don't think that they KO me, as weird as that sounds. I really don't think they KO me. I have light screen. I mean, I could just protect here and do it, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna go for the foul play and the D-Gleam, and I think it's actually gonna be enough. So they're gonna be spending this turn to re-Tailwind the Whims. They're not helping handing. Oh, or they're not doing that either. Wow. Okay. That's a lot. Sub. Okay. They're gonna go for D-Gleam to hit my Grim. Okay. That doesn't break my Xern either. Yeah, like that's a great turn from me. Foul play breaks sub, easy peasy. I almost want to say the Grim is like fine here. Let me think about this, because they're going to helping hand it this turn. I'm like 90% sure they're going to helping hand. I don't think it matters if they get the helping hand. If like... I don't know if they KO my Grim. There's still a screen up. I don't think they KO my Grim, and if they're... We outspeed the Whims because they didn't Tailwind last turn. So if they Tailwind this turn and go for an Astral Barrage, they can't... what is it? They can't... Sorry. Yeah, you guys get it. You guys totally get it. I'm in a good spot. If you want to Tailwind, you can't helping hand. And I don't think regular Astral Barrage breaks this board that hard. You can go for your Astral Barrage. It's not very effective versus my Grim. With my light screen up, I think my Xern's still going to eat this. Nah, Xern doesn't eat it. But this is the last Pokemon. Like, Grimmsnarl absolutely busted. We've seen Tailwind, Dazzling Gleam, Helping Hand. I really hope they don't have one of the good attacks in the back. You know those good attacks? Those grass attacks? I definitely think it was the right play going after that thing, though. Maybe I should have protected my Xerneas. It's kind of hard to say. I didn't want them to go for the Dazzling Gleam, Astral Barrage, and punish my Grim. So, like, I'm happy with that. All we got to do is not die to, like, a Giga Drain would be the worst thing ever. Giga Drain would be the absolute worst. We have foul play here. And let's see. Obviously, like, can this move miss? It can. Wow, that can miss too. I think you just go for the Liquidate. If they have Giga Drain, they have Giga Drain. Don't you dare Giga Drain me, bro. Battle was canceled. We take those wins. We take those wins with Xerneas at the higher part of the ranked ladder. This is also my first game with this team. I actually can't believe that we won that one. Xerneas is just super busted. It's super bulky. And against all the players that are using, like, Shadow Rider, or even like Zacian, that's one of the reasons we have Fake Out on Grim. Like, this team works really, really good against those players that are playing those, like, S-tier restricted mons. I think Xerneas struggles with, like, a lot of the, like, lower-tier restricted mons, actually. Like, Solgaleo struggles a little bit with. Dialga can be, like, a 50-50 matchup, but, like, the super streamlined, like, Calyrex teams, like, Xerneas is great versus all the Calyrex forms. So, pretty good stuff. Let's go another game and see if we can keep the win streak alive. Here we go. Yveltal versus Xerneas? Okay, I actually love that Rhyhorn. Right on. Eviolite Rhydon with Lightning Rod. Ooh, busting out the 2013 Worlds tech over here. Pelipper's pretty swag here, I think. I actually really like that team. Like, Ninetales can Ice Shard the Yveltal. I think that's actually really, really cool. Let's see. Coco cuts off my Amoonguss. I mean, I'm going Xern. Xern's obviously what I'm winning with. I think I'm just going to go Xern Grim. And I've already stated this before. I love Grimmsnarl as a teammate for Xerneas. It's able to set screens, and they really just disrespect the Fake Out that Xerneas brings to the table. So, like, if they lead with Ninetales, Yveltal, I can Fake Out the Ninetales, stop the Ice Shard. If they lead, like, Coco something, I can Fake Out to stop the Taunt. If they lead Cresselia, I can Fake Out to stop the Trick Room. I'm just in such a good spot with this board. Speaking of Trick Room, I kind of want to bring my Amoonguss in case they do go for, like, that big TR matchup. Because you can just Spore the Cresselia or the Yveltal regardless of if they have Electric Terrain, and the Togekiss, I guess. So it's actually not that bad to use Amoonguss in this situation. I think I'm going to bring the Amoonguss. I think they are probably going to be able to get a TR up at some point. Also just makes for a great redirection mon, like mid-game. And I almost want to say like Dreadnought. Dreadnought's pretty dope here, actually. If I wasn't bringing the Amoonguss Dreadnought, I'd probably go like Pelipper Dreadnought here, because Pelipper could switch in to take away the ability for like Aurora Veils. But I think we're in a good spot here. Let's go, Xerneas. And I'm really excited to use Amoonguss. Like we were talking about in the last game, how I wish that I had like a Pokemon that had like Heal Pulse or, you know, Pollen Puff is what I'm using here to be able to re-top off my Xerneas in max mode. And Amoonguss does just that. I might just even let them get TR up and just like Geomancy in their face and maybe even go for like a second Geomancy. So Coco Yveltal. I think this is a great lead for me. I think we're just going to taunt the Coco and set up. Remember, Yveltal does not get knockoff anymore, if I'm correct. Maybe someone can correct me in the comments. I don't think it's knockoff anymore. And people used to use Yveltal with knockoff to stop Xerneas. They'd knock off the power herb, so you'd have to spend 2 herbs, 2 turns casting the Geomancy, and then the second turn they would just taunt you. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're going to be taunting up. Sorry, we're going to be Geoing up, and we're going to be fake out in this Coco, and then we're just going to have a Geo up and we're going to win the game. That's the idea. I wonder if they're maxing. I wonder, like, obviously they're maxing. I think you max your Yveltal. I don't think you max your Coco. If you want to max your Coco and just, like, nuke my Grim out of existence, like, okay, good. I was going to be like, be my guest. Now let's see this. I'm going to lower my special D. Another good thing about this board versus, like, Yveltal is, like, none of the Yveltal attacks really want to hit the Xerneas here. So we're going to see the Coco. He's probably going for either a Screens or a Taunt. And we don't care about that. Airstream. So he's going to be faster than this next turn. That does suck. That's a lot of damage. Are you orbed? That's like a crap ton of damage to my Xern. Like, holy moly cannoli, that's a lot of damage. He is orbed. Okay. I could tell that was orbed right away. Let's think about this then. Because that actually makes this a lot harder. Because they got the speed boost too. So like the Coco now outspeeds. Yveltal shouldn't be outspeeding my Xern. I kind of want to go for, what I'm thinking about is I kind of want to go for I really want to go for a Draining Kiss. I think you have to Starfall. And I think I'm just going to put up, see, there's 2 ways I can do this. If I go for the Reflect to block the Coco if it's physical, that'd be great, but I think I'm just going to Light Screen just in case. I think Light Screen's probably just a better play. I want to see if they're going to protect Yveltal. We'll see how this works. Life Orb Yveltal, man. You don't really see a lot of that. So, like, I took that like a champ, I think. The fact that would have probably one-shotted most normal Xerneases. And the fact that my Xerneas hit like a champ, shout outs to my Xerneas spread, dummy thick. Let's see, maxing a Pokemon that doesn't have that much HP is always dangerous. So let's go for our Screenerino here. And if they take out a Xerneas, like, we're super boned. I could have went Protect here, switched to the Amoonguss. Goes for the Electro Web because he does outspeed, and this is going to make him probably outspeed my Xerneas here. And if he outspeeds the Xerneas, he gets a KO. So that sucks. Yeah, that's going to be bad. Yeah, it's probably... Oh my gosh, how are we alive? How are we alive? Dummy thick Xerneas. Light screens up for days. Light screens for days. Oh my gosh, that first one did like 80% of our health. And the second one did like nothing. It did nothing. And now we're to the point where, like, if we lose the Xerneas next turn, which is totally possible, I don't think it matters as much. I don't think it'll matter as much. We'll see. I mean, I'm gonna Reflect probably, and then like it's up to our last mons to be able to like wall this out. Amoonguss is gonna be kind of okay. Dreadnought's gonna have a hard time versus Coco, but we are vested. I don't think I care about that Crest. I actually think I'm just gonna ignore it. I think we just switch the Amoonguss in here. We can even Max Guard. I'm just gonna switch in the Amoonguss. I'm gonna save my Grim. I don't want my Grim to get like a Dazzling Gleam. That would suck. I don't need a Reflect against this board, so I think Amoonguss is a great switch in here. So let's go. Show me that TR so I can go for a Pollen Puff. Volt Switch. Dummy thick. Whatever's coming in here is gone. Show me that Ninetales. Show me the Ninetales. Show me what I'm looking for here. Show me that TR is what I really want to say. Right on. Yo, goodbye. Bye-bye now. You could totally also hit my, oh my gosh, ride on down. Ride on down. You could totally just hit me with like a Sash Rock. I don't think that matters. But he's tricking me. Yes, it's so good. Amoonguss, the Amoonguss switching was so good. We could actually just, we could actually still Spore this Crest if we really wanted to. Let me think about that. Right now the Coco does underspeed my, no, the Coco, I don't know if we outspeed Coco at +1. We're only at +1. We're not at +2. And this is a really bulky Xern. So let me actually think about this. I still have one more max turn. I think we're just going to Starfall the Coco because it's the only thing that really matters. And we're just going to go for the... You don't want to Spore because you get Ally Switch. I'll go for the Pollen Puff on my Zern. Pollen Puff's up, yo. Show me a Protect Coco and we get a free Pollen Puff while we're young. Oh man, this feels so good using Zern. More people should use Xerneas. It's free wins right now. The bulky Zern set prevails. Let's see what they're thinking about. Are they thinking about ally switching? Are they thinking about like helping hand or something like that? Does Cress even still get helping hand? Feels bad, man. They went all in on Life Orb of Eltal, and like we outplayed them so hard. He is helping hand. It's almost like I played the game. How many of you guys would have read the helping hand there? I mean, it doesn't really matter because we do get the Pollen Puff up. Oh man, so much health right now. He has to like, if he crits through this, he'll get the KO. But like, let's see it. Oh, and we underspeed because what is it? He wasn't expecting us to be that bulky of a Zern, I think. Oh, that feels so freaking good. That just feels amazing. And how we can just Spore the Crest and just start winning from there. Yeah, so basically he got the -1 from the Electro Web, right? And that would make Xerneas just a +1 speed. And I actually think like a full speed timid Xerneas at +1 would outspeed Coco's 130. But we're not full speed. We're like super, super bulky. And yeah, I think we just win. I'm not actually just gonna Drainy Kiss because I want to. The kiss of death, as they say. And then we win. Yo, thanks for the TR. TR is super nice. We appreciate that. Oh man, what a fun game. What a fun team. We didn't really get to Dynamax with the Dreadnought, but like, I almost want to say like, who needs it when all you need is Xerneas? Xerneas, the hardest carry. Guys, don't forget to answer the question of the day. Let me know if you're entering the Players Cup 4, and if you want to go so far as to let me know what, restricted Pokemon you're using. Are you using Zacian, using Shadow Rider, Ice Rider? Maybe this video has inspired you to use Xerneas. So leave a comment letting me know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and other than that, I will see you guys later on this week showing you guys a bunch of my highlights where I play super serious mode in the Players Cup. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time. Peace out.